Hello, my beautiful people. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm waiting for this thing to get. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Yes. Okay, good. I'm waiting for it to. It told us that we're broadcasting on YouTube. Oh, here we go. There it goes. There it goes. We're ready. We're ready. We're set. Okay. Good morning, my beautiful people. I am so excited for today, guys. It is Guest Speaker Friday. Excuse me, my tongue is swollen. This thing in my mouth. I think that this is why I had a headache, y'all. Is the retainer putting it back in my mouth and all the things. But anyways, good morning. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Let me mute y'all. From Dallas, Texas. My name is Monique. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. I go by Killer Curls on all social media platforms. Here is Queenspiration. This is a platform that we utilize to inspire, to motivate, to give you real raw inspiration, let you know that this life is not to be lived alone, and we are here together to get through it together. Okay. Today is Friday. So Fridays, we typically have a guest speaker. And today I am so excited. I mean, I know you guys hear me. If you hear me on Fridays, I'm always excited to have a guest speaker. But I'm super, super excited for Sara to speak today because honestly, her and I have had our own, intimate conversations, and just knowing where she comes from where I come from. She is from Chicago. She in the same hood that my family was raised in. And it's really dope to be able to connect with so many different individuals. And I'm just excited for you guys to hear her spit fire because y'all already got a little bit of the sauce, when she comes and talks. But this is her platform today. So she is going to speak. And I hope you guys have your notebooks ready. I hope you're ready for some fire because my girl's about to drop it. So go ahead, babe.
Well, that was a quick introduction. I am extremely nervous, first and foremost, and I have a almost 2-year-old in the background, so please excuse any interruptions in advance, okay? Monique, in those instances, you got me. Okay, so I am Sara Montanez. I am from Chicago. On Instagram, I go as _Sara Montanez 88. You can find me on Facebook as Sara Montanez. I'm on Snapchat as Rainbow Kisses 88 and TikTok Rainbow Kisses 88. I do little videos here and there. I'm also a market partner with Montanez. I joined back in March, and I'm a mom of one, and I pretty much work from home right now and really trying to go somewhere. So I'm doing a lot of investing in me. Today I'm going to talk about stress. Okay, we all stress. I feel like my camera's crooked. 1 second. We all stress, and how to deal with stress is actually like super important. It's super important because for those negative stresses and those bad stresses, we kind of don't know how to deal with them. And often what happens is we have too much stress, right? We have too much and we don't know what to do with it. So let's begin. I have notes. So if you guys see me looking down, you know what it is. The definition of stress. Let's go off with that. It's the feeling of being overwhelmed or unable to cope with mental or emotional pressure. Stress refers to our body's reaction to challenges and demands. Like I said, it can be positive or it can be negative. There are healthy ways to deal with stress. A lot of people tend to go to things like alcohol, overeating, smoking, sleeping it away, like just negative ways to deal with it's not a good thing. Another thing that's not good with that doesn't positively benefit any type of stress would be drinking caffeine. Mo, you and I were guilty of this. We are so guilty of this. Literally, she was talking about all the lattes she's had in one day. I can top that with about I can drink a whole pot of coffee in one day to myself. And it's Cafe Bustelo. It's like super strong. It's not good with the whipped cream and this chocolate syrup. You guys, it's not good. So we got to do better, right? Anywho, moving forward, sleeping well is also an important factor to help with stress. Some triggers for stress, some things like special events, or some things like tragic events, like someone dying, someone losing a job, anything negative. And it could be some people, and I noticed this with myself, when I was under a lot of stress back in an old relationship I was in, anything would trigger my stress. Anything would cause my anxiety to flare. Anything would do that. And So things like a party, or things like people having a baby, or things like getting a new job or getting promoted, things like that will cause positive stress, because now you're like burdened with all this, oh crap, you know, I gotta fulfill this position, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So now you're stressed with those things. Some stress response Some stress responses include things like an elevated heart rate, high blood pressure. You get thoughts and personal beliefs about the stressful event, and that can include things like fear, anger, anxiety, sadness, whether it's sad or bad, you know, all those emotions are stress responses. Let's see. Also, stress serves as, say hello, everybody.
Hello, bye.
Say, I'm Castiel.
Castiel.
Yeah, good. Say, mommy's gonna talk now.
No.
Okay. Yeah, your stress, when you have stress, it's actually serving as an important purpose. It enables us to respond quickly to threats and avoid danger. Lengthy exposure to stress is not healthy. Okay, it's not healthy at all. It can lead to mental health difficulties. It can also like anxiety, depression, increased physical health problems, and all of that. Research actually also shows that with increased levels of stress and lengthy periods of that, it's actually hard for any person to deal with that. That's where people have to possibly seek outside help and see a therapist, counseling, things of that nature. I need to stop saying oh, there I go again. So anyways, moving forward, when stress is difficult to analyze, almost anything, and often even more difficult to maintain focus. Oh yeah, right. Okay. So what I was trying to say there, I don't know what I do in my notes, but what I was trying to say there is like when you're under more stress, it actually makes it harder for you not only to like get back to a balanced mode, but it also makes it difficult to like pursue any task throughout the day. So for me, again, for example, before I learned how to kind of deal with my stress, I do so much better now. I used to wake up and like all the thoughts that I had for things I had to do throughout the day, go to work, do this, do that. This was before having a kid, right? I used to not know where to start. I used to literally wake up and I was stuck, y'all. I used to just know, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. I got to get ready for work, this and this and that. But even though my tasks were simple that I had to do, it would take me forever because here I am getting distracted by all of these thoughts, all this stress. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. So let me go into some healthy tips that can help you handle stress. The first one would be to eat and drink to optimize your health. Do not overeat or consume alcohol. That will add to your stress over time. Like I said, caffeine is also a negative compound to stress. If you consume too much caffeine, you're gonna seriously still see a problem. If you go to have a cigarette, you're still gonna see a problem. It's actually gonna increase those levels. You're gonna think like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. Let me go get a square real quick. Go get a square. That cigarette is gonna seriously not help you. It's going to actually make the situation worse. Moving forward, consuming a healthy, balanced diet can help combat stress. So, a good diet, like get the food pyramid, do whatever you got to do to find out what's healthy for you. Because again, not everybody is the same. Just because I can eat some blueberries and some strawberries and some vanilla yogurt, and not all of it, not a whole tub either, you guys. Don't overeat. Watch what you're doing, okay? So a nice little bowl of some fruit, some yogurt, some nuts, some good nuts, a cereal, Cheerios, good cereals, not like Trix and Cocoa Puffs or nothing like that. Something healthy. Hey, baby, relax. Hey. Okay, sorry, guys. Number 2, exercise regularly. Exercising actually is a very powerful stress reliever. Different types of exercise, but Fruity Pebbles is my favorite. Girl, I love the Cocoa Pebbles, so I know. I like the chocolate baby. Girl, we are too much alike. I hate it, Monique. I hate it. We are sisters from other misters. But yeah, don't try to stay away from that. I mean, not all the time. spoil yourself. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get up. Come over here. Spoil yourself from time to time and enjoy what you like to eat, but do it in moderation. Don't sit there and just like, okay, I ate a whole bowl of cereal, I want more. That and don't do that. Don't do that, because you're just gonna screw yourself. Anyway, like I was saying, number 2, exercise regularly. If you're eating all that cereal, you definitely want to exercise. Okay. But some things to consider as far as exercises would be competitive aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise has been shown to release endorphins, and endorphins are natural substances that help you feel better maintain a positive help you feel better and help you maintain a positive attitude. Stretching, strengthening with weights, yoga, tai chi, karate classes, all of that. Meditation, that's the next one actually. Number 3 would be, nope, that's not number 3. Number 3 is actually stop using tobacco and nicotine products. Stop it. Just stop it. Me personally, my go-to would be marijuana when I'm able to. You feel me? And I remember before having my son, bro, it was so bad. I used to use weed like if it was water. Like if it was water, legit. And now I'm lucky if I get to enjoy it one time a day. And I don't consume or I don't inhale a whole blunt either. I'm not doing, you know what I mean? So I'm not perfect, you guys. I have my little relax. That's like my wine. My couple hits is like my wine. And I don't know how it happened. I think it was kind of like through my pregnancy that helped me like lean off of weed. It just, I don't know, it's crazy. I think about like where I was literally just a year and a half ago, and it's nowhere where I was. I was smoking blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt, drinking, going out, doing this, doing nothing, laying around. If I wasn't going out, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. So yeah, stop using tobacco and nicotine products one day at a time. It's not going to happen overnight. I quit cold turkey with cigarettes about 8 years ago. Some people can do it, some people can't. So don't think I'm tooting my own horn, or don't think I'm better than you just because I can quit cold turkey. If you can't, you can't, and that's okay. People refer to nicotine products or tobacco as a stress reliever. Totally incorrect. Nicotine places more stress on the body by increasing physical arousal and reducing blood flow and breathing. So when you're really supposed to be sitting there taking deep breaths and trying to calm yourself, you're really not. You're really not. Number 4, study and practice relaxation techniques. Like taking time to relax every day helps to manage stress. It protects your body from the effects of it. So what can help with that is practicing time management, which a lot of us in the business, I don't know who is here, who's part of Money or not, but it's a self-development will help you with time managing. It helps you with so much crap, you guys. But time management will help you find time for you to either just sit down and do nothing, listen to music, maybe get a little workout in, maybe eat something, maybe drink a little something, some water, scroll on your phone or not scroll on anything. Anything that you know that suits you for relaxation, make the time for that. Because that's going to help you with your stress. It's going to help reduce your stress levels. Deep breathing, imagery, progressive muscle relaxation, mindfulness, meditation, and you can use apps, like free apps. Like they have those calming, soothing apps where it has like the rain music or the river sounds and all that other good stuff. All of that will help you. And those are all relaxation techniques. Number 5, reduce triggers of stress. So one thing that can help you handle your stress is to reduce the triggers, right? Yes, YouTube, what Sherry said. Most people's lives are filled with demands that take up their time. So there's very too little time to like actually pay attention and actually time manage. That's why it's important to take time when you know that you are stressed. It's so important to realize what the hell's going on with you, so you can just pull back from everything you got going on as much as possible, a day off or in the middle of the night, whenever the hell it is that you're like, oh my God, I'm just so stressed. In that moment that you're thinking of your stresses, sit down, Figure something out that works for you. In that moment, even just do something to relax you so you can figure out your time management, to figure out where you can place time for you so you can feel better. So yeah, you can grow. This is something that I think I said yesterday on your call. Let the stress go so you can grow. This is why I had that in my head all day. It's still in my head. It's been in my head. This is something that you need to help you. It helps you grow. Yeah. So free time, practicing time management. Also, another thing that can help reduce triggers of stress is asking for help. If you need help, don't be too prideful to ask for help. A lot of people are very prideful. They're like, no, I don't want to ask this person because it's such and such. I'm kind of like that. I really, really am. I constantly feel like if I ask somebody for whatever it is, it's over my head and now I owe them something. Although automatically I'm a person of reciprocation, I like to give back. Like if I'm getting, I like to give whatever I can. It may not be the same, but it's there. You know what I mean? Set priorities, pace yourself, reserve time to care for yourself. Again, that was another way to reduce stress triggers. And number 6, examine your values and live by them. The more your actions reflect your beliefs, the better you will feel, no matter how busy your life is. Use your values when choosing your activities. This is something that I've learned big time with Monet, and then I've been on these calls. It's like your value, it starts from within. If you got a whole bunch of like jumbo mess in the inside, you really got to deal with that. No matter, even if you don't want to, like you have to deal with that. That's going to not only make you a better person, but it's going to relieve you of so much. You're going to feel the weight lifted off of your chest, off of your shoulders. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to physically feel lighter. And all of this was emotional. You're just going to feel like a cloud or something. You're just gonna feel lighter. I know I felt like a little feather, a little nice little rainbow feather or something. Number 7, we're gonna assert ourselves. Assert yourself. It's okay to say no. This is something I have a problem with. I'm a big people pleaser, always been, and I'm like now learning how to say no. Like no, no, not gonna. Or I really just ignore. That's another thing. I will ignore. I ain't gonna tolerate. I really just. I did this because I deal with a lot of it, but it's something that it's one of those things. God's not going to give you what you can't handle, right? A problem is people pleasing. That's a big problem. Always saying yes, always saying yes, always saying yes, always saying yes, not doing nothing for me. I already got a son that I really can't say no to when he has needs, unless he's doing something wrong, then I, can say no. So you have to learn to say no and put yourself first. Yeah, it's okay to say no to demands in your life, in your time and energy that will place too much stress on you. You don't always have to meet the expectations of others. Number 8, set realistic goals and expectations. It's okay to not be 100% successful. That's okay. Don't sit there and like, you never worked out and you plan to go to the gym for an hour. You're okay. Do that hour. What are you going to do in that hour? In that hour, are you going to run on the treadmill for a whole hour? Realistically, probably not. I know I'm not. I'm 250. That's not going to happen. It's been a minute since I've been to a gym. I'm not running no 1 hour on no treadmill. I can walk for probably like 20, 30 minutes, go do some crunches, go do some lunges, go even lift some weights. I can do all of that. Do some butt workouts, whatever it is. But set your goals. Like, what's the word? Accordingly, I think I'm looking for be realistic goals. That's all I'm trying to say. And this goes with anything. It doesn't have to just be with working out. It could be with cleaning the house. You got to clean the house. Okay. You got an hour to clean the house before the kids get out of school. What are you going to do in this time? Realistic goals with everything that you do. Be mindful of the things that you can control and work on, accepting the things that you can't control. Number 9, sell yourself to yourself. I was like, oh, that hit hard, right? When you're feeling overwhelmed, remind yourself of what you do well. Have a healthy sense of self-esteem. This is so important because a lot of us, and I've said this actually a lot recently, this little boy is kicking my leg like if I'm not right here. Like, you don't give yourself enough credit for the things that you do. You really don't. If you know you work your ass off, you better own it. You better own it. I don't care how you do it. Don't think that you're flaunting it like, oh my God, I'm just bumping my head up, or I'm too conceited. That was my problem. I used to be boastful about everything I did, the hair that I did, the nails that I did, the drawings that I did, the work that I did, everything, what I taught someone's kid, everything. And then, but it's like I wasn't getting no reward for it. So I stopped rewarding myself with the praise from myself. And over time, that will take effect on you. If you don't sit there and acknowledge what you do and praise what you do for you, don't expect it from nobody else. Don't expect validation from nobody else. That has to come from you. You will not be happy. It will cause you stress sitting there waiting for a validation for somebody. It will sit, your man over there, your girl, whatever you are, waiting for that person to tell you I love you, but you haven't told me I love you today. Why are you sitting there waiting for that person to tell you they love you? You should not have to question that from nobody. That means you don't love yourself enough. It really does mean, and I know this because I've been through it. So we're going to move forward, right? So when you're feeling overwhelmed, remind yourself that you do well. Stay in a healthy sense of self-esteem. Methods to relax and reduce stress very quickly. Some of these I already went over. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, mindfulness meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, mental imagery relaxation, relaxation to music, biofeedback, which I did research on. I'm about to go into that in a second. Biofeedback. If y'all heard about biofeedback, drop a 1. I want to see some ones. I ain't never told nobody drop a 1. So if you ain't hear about it, drop a fire. Canceling. Oh, I'm sorry, not canceling. Another thing would be counseling to help recognize and release the stress. I had to go through counseling. And it says to talk to a doctor for extra tips on how to help you. So we are going to go to biofeedback. And I believe this may actually be the ending of everything I wanted to tell you guys about. So biofeedback, right? Anybody heard of it? Let me check the chat. Okay, never heard of it. Damn, what? I'm about to educate y'all for real. Okay, so biofeedback helps a person learn stress reduction skills by providing information about muscle tension, heart rate, and other vital signs as a person attempts to relax. It is used to gain control over certain bodily functions that cause tension and physical pain. Biofeedback can be used to help you learn how your body responds to stressful situations and how to cope better. For example, if you get a headache, such as a migraine, and it begins slowly, many people can use biofeedback to stop the attack before it becomes full blown. Check this out. This is where it gets interesting. Did you hear what I just said? For people who have learned this biofeedback technique, let's say you're getting a headache, you feel it. You feel it like right there or over here. You're like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. Oh my God. Okay, it'll go away. I'm not going to take no aspirin. It'll go away. And then before you know it, 20, 30 minutes later, it's super huge. Now you're about to pop some pills and it's not going to go away for another 2-3 hours. If it goes away, it may even still get worse because it's already just taken full effect. And you're focusing on that and whatever else you got to do. You didn't focus on fixing the problem naturally. So moving forward. Biofeedback definition. The definition of biofeedback is an alternative medicine approach that teaches people to change the way their body functions. Did you hear that? You can change the way your body functions. How the fuck do you do that? Or how do you do that, right? How do you do that? How can you change the way your body functions? To me, that mind blew me real quick. It is a mind-body therapy that may improve your physical mental health. During a biofeedback session, a practitioner uses monitoring equipment and instruments to measure your body's function. So pretty much, obviously, you have to see a practitioner, and this may help you. But before I go any further, I want you guys to know, based off what I've read today, you're able to do this yourself by just researching. You do it. What I'm telling you is honestly a way of helping yourself. But anyway, yeah, pretty much a practitioner will use equipment to measure your functions of your body. So based on the feedback from these instruments, the practitioner can help you create physiologic changes with education and practice, you can learn how to make those changes yourself without any equipment. And that is all I have for you guys. That is all. I don't think I have anything to add to that. Yeah.
Good. That was amazing because honestly, this is one thing that we struggle with. I know, like, we speak about it often and it's easy to talk about, guys. Everybody likes to complain, right? And that's what we do. We talk about our stresses, our problems, and all of those things. Guys, I'm one to tell you, stress will kill you. I don't care. Stress is a killer. I'm telling you from experience. My grandma, I told you guys, she suffers from dementia, and that's one thing that they told us is that stress, that can be stress induced. Because what it does is it takes a toll on your brain, and eventually you're pretty much attacking your brain with stress. And the more you attack your brain and the more you attack your organs internally, it then becomes a physical problem, and then it becomes a mental problem, or a mental problem, then a physical problem. All of those things, guys, we have control over it. We have control because, again, we've always talked about, our thoughts become things, right? So are we going to focus on the fact that, like, is Sarah going to focus on the fact that her son is there and that he's talking while she's trying to talk? No, she's going to pivot. She's going to do the next thing that's going to make her to reduce that stress, because if not, she sits and focuses on it. And that's for anything, guys. If we sit and focus on it, then that is going to become our reality off rip. There is nothing we can do if all we do is think about the negative. All we do is complain about it. Things are going to happen. As I mentioned to you guys often, things are meant to happen. Okay. But when we change our mindset from the fact that it's happening to us and change it to happening for us, we then can put ourselves in position. Because forget being put in position. You need to put yourself in position. We are able to put ourselves in position to learn what we need to learn so that we can move forward and it doesn't happen again. Or if it happens again, now we know how to handle it. That's just what it is, guys. Life is meant to happen the way it's supposed to happen. But we have control over what we have control over. And we got to stop relinquishing our control to life. Stop letting life live for you. You have control to live your life how you're supposed to. Stop overindulging in things that you know are not beneficial to you. If they're not conducive to your growth, if they're not conducive to your health, if they're not conducive to your family and the things that you want to have in the future, then we cannot stay focused on those things. Guys, I literally, in my head, this last night, I was trying to tell myself, like, I was thinking of all the things I had to do this morning, last night. And I'm like, you know what, Monique, go to sleep, girl. Like, chill out. Enjoy. Your wife is right here. Cuddle with her. Don't be thinking about that, because you're going to wake up and that's what's going to be the problem in the morning. Instead of making it a problem, I thought of a solution, and the solution was don't stress. It's going to get done. Do what you got to do, how you can do it. And that's it. And that's the reality. It goes back to, saying no when you have to say no, being realistic about your goals, being realistic about your time. If you don't have time, you don't have time. And you got to be honest with yourself and communicate those things to yourself and to other people. Because what happens is when we become people pleasers, we end up in a position where we overbook ourselves, and then we don't do what we say we're going to do. And then now we're upset with ourselves. Other people are upset with us. We're worried about what everybody thinks, and all of those things, guys. We can very much avoid all of those things if we take care of ourselves and we take care of our mindset. Okay. And then, of course, like I said, everything else is a ripple effect. Your time management, all of that comes into play. But know first that you have to identify the stress. You got to identify the things that are taking place in your life that are affecting you. The people, the places, the things, all of that. Put it on paper. Look at it. Show yourself and tell yourself, put the problems on one side and put the solutions on the next. But make sure that you got those solutions. There's no problem that you should never come up with a solution for. Okay. There is always going to be a solution, but it takes you to figure it out. Don't wait for somebody to come to you with a solution. Don't wait for Google to tell you, or Siri to tell you, or your mother to tell you how it's supposed to happen. Because the only person that can find the solution and really take care of it is you. Because anybody could come to you with a solution, but until you make the decision that that's the solution you're going to choose for your life, then that's when it's going to matter. So make a choice. Like I always tell you guys, life is full of choices. It's how you make it. So control what you can control today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to come. And when it comes, you worry about tomorrow and you handle it accordingly. But you got to take care of yourself. Know that overindulging in anything is never going to be good. Okay, never. I don't care if it's weed. I don't care if it's cigarettes. I don't care if it's food. I don't care if it's TV. Don't overindulge in anything. Okay, overindulging yourself. If you're going to overindulge in anything, overindulging yourself in your personal development, in your growth, in your faith, in the things that are going to benefit your future and everyone around you. Because again, like I tell you guys, always, we don't live our lives just to live our lives. We live our lives to help other people, to affect and impact other people. So how are we going to do that if we're sitting and soaking in our shit? There's so much shit in this world to soak in, but there's so many things to be grateful for. So many things to be grateful for. And I say that to you guys, not lightly. For real, for real. It's time we take back our lives and be grateful for everything that we have and understand that what we are grateful for grows. Like I say to you guys so often, you are so blessed. All of you, every single one of us are blessed to be able to say that we have another day to make it right. Okay? But yesterday's stresses are yesterday's stresses. Tomorrow's stresses are tomorrow's stresses. But you got to live for today. Do what you got to do today. Control what you can control today. Because you got the control. Nobody else. But when you leave the control in other people's hands, I'm telling you, it's not the way you want to go, because you're never going to live your life and your life is never going to truly be yours. Okay, so that's all I have. I don't know if anybody has anything to say, because I think that Sara said it all. I love this call.
I just want to say thank you, Sara. You did amazing. And I have a lot of gems. I didn't really get to take notes, but I have mental notes. And I know Monique always have these recorded. So I'm going to rewatch this and take down a lot of those tangibles that you gave us. So I appreciate you for sharing your voice and all the gems that you've been dropping, that you've been learning. I know it's very helpful for me. So I know a lot of people else picked up what you put down. So thank you.
Yes, I definitely have to shout out Sara. Sara, you killed it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for you guys. This was awesome. This is amazing. I'm going to tell you guys, this girl was telling me, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, you got this. What are you talking about? Do you know who you are? You know your voice. Like, this is what this is about, y'all. This is what this community is about. Giving you guys, listen, look in the mirror. This is your mirror. We're your mirror. Literally, guys, you're my mirror, I'm your mirror. Who you are is who I am, and vice versa. It goes that way. We're here for each other. We're here to grow together, guys. This groundbreaking. Okay, like I am so obsessed with all of this. Liz, go ahead, boo.
I just want to say, Sara, you did a wonderful job. You shared a lot of gems. Stuff that I was like, what the hell? I did not even know that. You make me want to do some real, like, a lot of research to figure that out, because if I'm being honest, I literally, like, for the past, I don't know, it's been like 3 days or so, I found myself being extremely ungrateful, like to the point where I would wake up and I'd be like, what do I have to be grateful today? What am I going to be grateful for today? And like, I would see everything around me, but still would be like, no, that's not enough. Like, I want more. And it really does put you in like this negative headspace. It really does like mess with your whole mindset, like completely. So today, this morning, I looked at the ceiling and I was like, I'm grateful. I'm going to be grateful today. I am going to choose to be extremely grateful for everything that's around me and for where I'm at right now. Granted, if I look outside right now, it's like so rainy and cloudy and dark, and it just makes me want to go to sleep. But I'm just choosing to be grateful for it, right? And I'm going to be productive and I'm going to do what I got to do today. But it's real. Like our mind, the way our minds work is such a freaking powerful thing. And if we don't start to take control of our minds, it's not pretty. It ain't pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty. And that's why when we talk, we really gotta like focus on the mind first. When we do something, we really gotta focus on the mind. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what your goal is, where you're trying to get to. If your mind ain't right, daily struggle. It's something that we have to work on every single day. We got to be super aware of it, super conscious of it, like very, very self-aware of where our mind is at on a daily basis. So thank you for teaching us that, because now I want to do some more research. I'm like really interested. Like that was super cool. But yeah, thanks.
Liz, I just want to thank you for that, for you actually sharing with us what you've been going through, because you didn't have to do that first and foremost. That's pretty personal. Nobody has to know that. And I, before you finished speaking, you made me think of something to just tell you. And as you kept speaking, I'm like, well, maybe I don't really need to tell her this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, just in case. The other day, I remember when your hubby was all up over you, showing you love and all of that. That right there, when you wake up to that, that is something to be grateful for. And like Mo always says, and I got this from Mo and nobody else, when you wake up in the morning and you're able to take your hand and put it on your heart, and you feel that, that shit right there is real. That means you have another chance. That means you can get up. You got your eyes open. You know what I mean? You took your first breath. You're able to turn your head. People can't even turn their head because their neck is broken or they're paralyzed. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that you're not grateful. That don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. But my advice, what I was going to tell you for you, is when you find yourself stuck, like, man, what I gotta be grateful for? Like, I wake up to this every day. It's the same shit every day. What do I gotta be grateful for? I know that's what you were probably thinking. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. But me, when I've woken up feeling ungrateful, it's because of that. It's the same thing. Same room, same this, same people, same whatever. It begins with you. So when you find yourself like, man, what am I grateful for? There are thousands of things that you are grateful for, and you are just probably too stressed to realize it. So that's where you just need to take that time for Liz, whether it's at 2:30 in the morning, whether it's at 5 o'clock at night, whatever it is, find it. Find it. Put an alarm on your phone for that Liz time. And just write down, maybe put to paper how you're feeling, seeing how you feel on paper, and why you're feeling ungrateful, why you're feeling stressed, whatever it is, girl. Like, I can go really deep into this with you, so if you want, you can hit me up on Instagram or whatever. But you need to use that. Those feelings of ungratefulness, use that, because if you use that, that's gonna make you grateful. It's gonna open up some shit for you. I promise you. I don't even know how else to explain it except just put that onto some paper or into a text. So you can text me if you want to. I don't care. And bro, like, you're beautiful. You have so much. I witnessed it off of just one call the other day when it was like, oh, look at the love. Monique was like, look at the love. And I'm like, who is she talking about? Oh, that is so cute. I thought, because I'm like, dude, I wish I had, a whole little family whip for my son. Like, I wish I had that. Not saying that I'm not supposed to be where I'm at. Me being single and doing what I'm doing right now is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I promise you, I would have never, being where I'm at right now, I was ungrateful for last year. It's like, why am I doing this by myself? Why do I have to do this? It was a big old pity party. Now it's like, bro, I'm shining. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't need nothing. You got it. You got it. You got it. It's all in you. I promise you do. That's all I was gonna say to you. I love you guys. Thank you so much, ladies and gents. If there's any guys on here,
Delilah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, because I was like in a very, very dark place, and I'm used to like handling everything on my own, because I don't know, I always had in my mind that nobody could really like help me. I always was like to myself, but I want to thank everybody. I'm really grateful for this business because you guys brought me out of a very dark situation. So I thank everyone.
I love that. I love it. And that's exactly what we're here for. It goes bigger than anything that we could ever imagine, honestly, guys. I really believe that. I think that anybody that has that is a part of the business, and even those that are not a part of the business, right? You just never even know what you're capable of until you see it, in fruition, right? Delilah is actually under Liznet, right? She's probably like a 2-week-old market partner, right? She's a baby market partner. But the fact that she's on here and able to express that and just say that in such little time, guys, that just shows you that this is bigger than us. I'm sure Liz had a conversation with her and whatever, however that transpired. But ultimately, I'm sure even Liz didn't even know that. You know what I mean? And that to me is such a beautiful thing. We have the power because God gave us purpose. It's in us. It is in every single one of us. So anytime that you guys have in question that you're not where you're supposed to be, I'm telling you, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. It might be dark. It might be dark, but God is using you for a bigger purpose. Believe in that. This business is not easy. Business and life is not easy. Life is not easy, okay? There's so many things put in position to mess us up. Okay. But God, understand that the enemy is only going to attack greatness. He ain't going to attack somebody that's already a part of his clan. He's attacking God's children. Okay. Whatever you believe in, that's the reality. Ain't nobody that's doing better than you going to come after you. Right. And that's how it is. He wants what you got. Okay. And I know that for a fact. I know that when I have my whole day planned and I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And then boom, something. And that's just the enemy because he knew what I was going to do. He knew God's like, he's like, oh man, here she go. Here go this kingdom queen over here acting up because here God goes showing out again. That's exactly how you need to see it, y'all. For real, for real. Anytime the enemy comes, be like, okay, God got something for you. Keep on trying to play me. You don't know. God don't play about me. Okay, that's how we got to keep that mentality all the way through, guys. We don't even know. Liz, listen, she just mentioned what she's mentioned. And me and Liz talk every day and I didn't even know that, right? And Delilah, same thing. And it's like, but again, you never know who you can help. You never know who you can help. Sara was questioning herself before this call and here we are. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what it's all about, y'all. We got to really stay true, really, really be aware of yourself because you have the power to change the world. Okay, remember that. Believe that with your whole heart. You guys all have the power with your voice, with your heart, with your soul. When it's all aligned, I'm telling you, I love you, Liz. When I'm telling you guys, this is it. This is what we do this for. We're God's children, and he knows what he was doing with every single one of us. How he wired us was for a purpose. Okay. And understand that just the way you were wired doesn't mean you can't be rewired. God has that control too. Okay. We listen, this is one life we get to live, y'all, but y'all, we got to be grateful all the way through. So I'm grateful for all of you guys. I hope that you guys got something out of this call because it was amazing. I know I did. I'm like, I got chills and all the things inside my body. I'm feeling real good. And I hope that you guys spend the rest of your day just living in gratitude. Okay. Living in gratitude. Zadie, I see you. That's another girl. I just met her yesterday, y'all, on Instagram. Part of the business, had no idea. This is what I'm talking about. And she's here. So welcome. I'm so grateful. Listen, this is top notch for me, y'all. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful Friday. I will see you guys on Monday, same place, same time. If you guys need me over the weekend, you know where to find me.